Hi, and welcome to Dishin with the Pozzaricchi Arpino Realty Team. I'm Linda Arpino.
And I'm Bill Pozzaricchi, and not only do we have a passion for real estate, but also for cooking.
So we want to bring some of our favorite dishes from our kitchen to yours, with some being savory, sweet, and maybe a cocktail or two.
And watch as we also host special guests from time to time. We hope you enjoy this episode and get to try it in your own kitchen too.
Happy fall, everybody. Just turned fall last week, so today I thought I would make a dessert. I'm going to do an apple pie. So here's our ingredients. So we have apples. I have like 6 here. The Granny Smith, I have 1 extra. So we just need flour, sugar, unsalted butter, cinnamon, and then the egg is for the end, the egg wash. And then I am not making my own pie crust. I've never made my own pie crust, so I'm going with the Pillsbury Doughboy. So it is going to have a little bit different. It will have kind of like a sauce that we're going to put on it, as opposed to putting all the cinnamon and sugar right on the apples. So stay tuned. So we did the tablespoon, the 1 stick of butter. We melted it over medium heat. And now I'm taking 3 tablespoons of flour, and I'm going to whisk this in, and then we're going to let it cook for about a minute. I'll be right back. Okay, so I whisked this for the whole minute, and next I'm going to whisk in a 1/4 cup of water. And then a cup of sugar. Get that all incorporated. And then I'm going to let this come to a boil. And once it does, I'm going to reduce the heat to simmer and let it simmer for about 3 minutes, and I'll show you the end result. So the sauce is done. I'll have you look at it. So I did just stir it every once in a while it was simmering. It has kind of a little bit of a brownish color, and it's kind of like a thin caramel drizzle-ish consistency. So I'm going to just take this off and let that sit while we peel and watch my ninja cutting skills. Hopefully I don't cut myself. So just thin slices. Once you get all your apples done, I'm going to put them in the bowl here, and we'll be back for our next step. Okay, so we've cut the apples, and we are going to add 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon. Yummy cinnamon. And then we're going to mix that together. I lost my mixer. Lost my spoon. So we're gonna be back in a moment. So we coated. Want to get all the little apples to feel that nice cinnamon love. All right, so next we're gonna pour a nice ooey gooey sauce over it. So I'm making this first time with you as well. I've never put the sauce, never made this, and I'm going to mix this around so all of this is coated as well. And then once I get this all coated, we're going to put it into the bottom part of the pie crust, which is right here waiting for its ingredients to enter. So it's like, I think like a 9-inch pie pan. It's not deep dish or anything. It's just a regular pie plate. We'll be back in a minute. Okay, we've got all the apples. I tried to use them all because they're going to cook down, so all piled up there. Next we're going to do, I'm going to try a lattice top for it. So this is the other part of my dough. So I'm just going to start in the center, cut down with the pizza cutter, and I need 10 strips. I tried to measure it out a little bit. I don't think it has to be perfect, hopefully. So there's 8, 9, and whoa, 10. All right, so next we're gonna put this on here and we'll show you that in a sec. So I took 1/2 of the 5, all on the same side, and I put it here on there. I did the longest one in the middle, and then the next 2 on either flank, that one, and then the smaller ones on the outside. So now I'm going to pull back the 2nd and 4th, and I'm going to take the long middle one, and I'm going to put it here, and then put that back, and then I'm going to peel back the next. So the 3 we hadn't touched, so 1, 3, and 5. And I'm going to take the next longest piece for that. And then our last is going to be 2 and 4 again, and take a smaller, it's kind of a big chunk there, but oh well. Okay, so now the other side, we need our 2 and 4. Hey, get back. Put that down. 1, 3, and 5. 1, 3, 5. And our last one goes here. And then the last part of it, so obviously you don't have to vent anything, like if you did one whole thing, is I'm going to take, and these extra side pieces, we're going to now connect those to the under part of the filling as well. So I'm going to do that around and we'll look at it. So I went around all the edges. This one didn't look too pretty because the bottom part was a little bit too shallow for me. But anyway, I do have sort of connected all the pieces so everything's put together. I have an egg and a tablespoon of sugar. Going to be whisked here. And I'm going to brush over the whole part of the, all of the dough. Even the outside sort of edges. Everything's going to get a little bit of a wash. And we'll show it to you right before we get in the oven. So here's our finished. We got all the nice egg wash on it. So it's at the preheated oven is 425. I'm going to put this in 15 minutes. I'm not going to open anything. I'm going to turn it down to 350 for about another 45 minutes until all the apples are nice and soft and all that inside is going to be sort of bubbling over. So we'll see you in a while. Okay, I'm going to have the taste test. In case you noticed, that was a different hand taking it out of the oven. I had to go do a showing and it was finished before I got back. So you do need to let it sit so you can see, so that the juices kind of don't all run over the place. So it's probably been about, I would say about an hour or so that it's been sitting. I will be adding vanilla ice cream because I like mine with vanilla ice cream. Let's go in. Crust. Apple. That is very yummy. It's not too tart. You know, it has the Granny Smith, so it's a little tart, but with that nice extra, everything's coated nicely with that syrup. What we put in it. Very nice. Enjoy. Happy fall.